everybody, and happy St. Patrick's Day. So, tonight I'm reacting to cool stuff that I found on Twitter, stuff about Chantal, stuff about other things, as well as reacting to the live stream which she just completed called Pizza and Bees. So thankfully enough, the Pizza and Bees live stream did not go on for 3 freaking hours. It went on for like an hour and 20 minutes. So what makes this Pizza and Bees live stream different from all the others? Well, for the first time in a long time, Foodie did open chat. That's right. It wasn't strictly VIP chat. I think that her doing open chat, she said it was a mistake that she did not make it members only. But if you want my opinion, I think she did it on purpose because whenever Chantal needs money, she does open chat. She has to. She has to do open chat if she wants new members. I was watching her chat last night and I even have a screenshot. She did a live stream yesterday, and about half an hour into the live stream itself, I went to look to see how many people were in the VIP chat. Y'all want to know how many people there were? 6 people. 6. Miss 92, 93K channel, 6 people. Just 6 people. And I love that for her. And it's been like that for a while. Like whenever she does a live stream, it takes quite a while for people to start filing in there and talking to her. So half an hour into her stream and she only had 6 people. And I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason why she's doing the open chat. She needs money. Although Chantal, I'm a bit confused. Help me here. You are over in Kuwait. You're doing open chat, acting as if you need money, and yet didn't you just drop about $2,000 on a new iPhone? Yeah, you did that. So I'm confused. How can someone who needs money drop that much money on a phone that they don't really necessarily need? I mean, that's just foolish spending. If you need money, why not keep the money in pocket? Here's my thoughts, y'all. I think the new iPhone, it's not really for her. She hates iPhones. She hates them because they don't come with the built-in filters. She's always been someone that she loves her Samsung phone because they do have built-in filters, and she relies on those filters to help her look her best. I think the phone was really for Sala. Indeed, she's got a history with whatever guy she hooks up with. They will pop up with a new phone, perhaps a new iPad. So I think her getting the iPhone, it really wasn't for her. But she's not going to come right out and say that. She's going to put on appearances like it's her phone. I think it was really for Sala. But anywho, so you know what? Let's go over to Twitter first and check out all the cool stuff there. You know, why not? Before we get into her stream. Okay, so where are we starting first? So for those of you that are on Twitter, there is my Twitter handle, Wild Girl Sarah. I've been just running around Twitter looking for cool stuff. So Florida Salt and Sass said Sala made her get out of the car before he parked because it would be a tight squeeze. He's such a gentleman. No, he did that because you are very big and would have been stuck in the car. Correct. Anybody who's ever parked a car next to other cars, it can be a tight squeeze sometimes getting out. So it wasn't so much of him being a gentleman, Foodie. It was just him knowing how big you are and knowing that once he parked the car, you would not be able to get out of it. Miss Anthropope says this is perfume from Sala's business. We don't have a way to sell it yet. It doesn't sound sus at all. What's this business really a cover for? So yeah, in the live stream I'm going to cover, they came up with a Beezer perfume or a body spray. Now, when I heard about this idea about her making a Beezer body spray, my first thought was, who in the world would buy this? And what would it smell like? What in the world would Beezer body spray smell like? And who's going to buy a body spray in basically a spray pump like that? That just looks really awkward and weird. Uh, you know what's really strange to me? If Sala or Moran, they have a perfume slash soap slash body spray business, if it's not a scam, if you're making an authentic, genuine business that you hope will do well, you got to make sure everything is the best. You got to make the best product. You got to look into shipping everything out correctly and how much it's going to cost you. You're going to look at the labels. And you're especially going to look at anybody that works for your company, what kind of reputation they have, and how that's going to reflect on your reputation as a business and as yourself as people that are part of the business. So, I mean, having Chantal be someone that represents your business, that is the spokesperson for your business, the face of your business, if you will, and putting the body spray in a spray canister like that, where do you think it's going to go, Sala? Honestly, where do you think it's going to go? Maybe you don't care because it is a scam. If it's a scam, then of course you're not going to care about any of the important components for your business. And that's why you don't care if you've got a loudmouth troublemaker associated with you because it's a scam. You guys are all about taking people's money. But if there's anything authentic or genuine about your business, you care about every aspect of your business and you care about the people that are involved because each one of those people is a representation of your brand, of you, of what you stand for. And trust me, she stands for nothing. And by the way, Sala, the irony is not lost on me. Chantal is known for not being hygienic, not bathing herself, not taking care of herself, and yet that's the person that you have repping your brand, someone who doesn't use soap and water, yet she's the face of your brand. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, this is from Meow. Okay, this kitty is on top of a door. Cats do this. They love high places. They just like to be in high places and survey the surroundings. My cat does this too. They want to be on top of bookshelves. They want to be on top of doors. They want to be on top of high parts of closets. This is just a cat thing. They want to feel like the king of their kingdom. You know, cats are going to do what cats do. Okay, Ghost Crab says, did I read that right? Sala wants Chantal to wear pants and a shirt instead of an abaya, but 10-sized abayas and hijabs are the reason she converted to hide all of the stuff, you know. Also, if she sized out to a size 60 abaya, pants won't fit her anymore either. So I'm just going to put my opinions and feelings out there. I think Chantal has gotten to a place personally where she just doesn't care about her health anymore. She doesn't care about her health. She cares about trying to hide her weight gain in any way possible, whether it's with filters or clothing. And so I guess she figured that by going to the Middle East and putting on an abaya and putting on a hijab, that was going to, at least for a while, hide how big she was getting. Although, can I say, Foodie, that's not working. That's not working because that abayas that you wear, they're not loose and flowing. We can see your body more because they are so form-fitting. They're not loose on you. They're not. Like, I don't know what size you are, not my business, but the abayas that you wear, they cling to your body when they should be loose. So I'm gonna watch the stream. I haven't heard the part where Salah says he wants Chantal to wear pants in his shirt, uh, but I think she's comfortable wearing the abayas and the hijabs because uh, she's trying to hide her weight gain, and she's gaining a lot of weight rather quickly. And that's another reason why she hates iPhones because they don't have a crap ton of filters to hide how big she is. She's not comfortable. She's not comfortable showing her real self. But I remember a while ago, Chantal making comments about the Middle East. According to her, there were a lot of people that were overweight. So I guess maybe she felt like she was going to fit in to the Middle East just because of that fact. She made an assumption about the Middle East that is not true. She was just, I don't know, telling that to herself, thinking that nobody was going to really notice her. But all the videos that I've seen of Chantal out, she's one of the biggest people I've seen out and about. But she's always trying to hide who and what she is with some kind of disguise, whether it's a filter or an abaya or a hijab. Foodie, can I just say, I am not Muslim, but where most people would wear the abaya and the hijab because they are Muslim and it's part of their culture, you're using those things for a different purpose. You're using those things as a disguise and to cover up your issues rather than dealing with your issues. You're misusing the hijab and you're misusing the abaya. Okay. Okay. So next comment. Rocky Go About says Foodie Beauty business is about trust and association and word of mouth. People Foodie Beauty associates with because she's an animal blanker, I would not buy their product, period. Reputation is everything in business. So bees or product, anything is a hard pass for me. Correct. I mean, she's got a bad reputation for so many things. And yet, Sala, this is the person that you want repping your company. You want representing your company. You want as part of your brand. Is this a wise decision? No, absolutely not. Any company that's worth anything, before they bring somebody on, whether it's somebody in a low paying position or a high paying position, you check that person out. You check out their reputation, their work ethic, who they are as people. You want the best representatives of your brand. Not only people that are skilled, but if somebody comes to talk to them, they will represent the brand very well. So here's Chantal. We know what's been going on with the pets. We know how she handles herself. Why would anybody want her as part of any company? Okay, this is from Ghost Crab. So these are pictures from the new live. I think she's back on her Samsung, or at least she's got an app on the iPhone because there is a skin smoothing filter here. She is using that. Her skin does not look completely natural. Like there is a filter and it's trying really hard to cover up the skin issues. I know that Chantal has rosacea. Okay, no shade to anybody who has rosacea. Some people just deal with that. But you know, you've got the redness on the cheeks, which would be from the rosacea. But beyond the rosacea, okay, Chantal, I don't know what's going on here. I'm confused, ma'am. Help me. Uh, one side of your face is smaller than the other. People were asking her in the live today, what's going on there? And she said it's from her hijab. I don't know how a hijab would affect a person's face like that. Is it because the hijab is too tight? I don't know. But it's very, very strange. It's very strange that one side of her face is a bit bigger than the other, and it's very noticeable. So if you're wearing the hijab too tight, Foodie, you might want to loosen it up somehow. Okay, this is from Judge Judy. If something had a pic beside a definitions, Saul is gaining weight. You know what I think? I think Sala really likes the filters on Chantal's phone. I think just as the filters slim her down a little bit, I think they do the exact same thing to him too. And that's why he likes looking at himself so much. Maybe this is his natural face. Maybe this is what he really looks like, but yet when she turns the filters on, he sees a different version of himself, and that's why he just can't stop looking. He's like, wow, look at me. Okay. Nothing But Love says she's eating a pizza with hot dogs on it, also eating fries while chugging a Pepsi. No joke. She's not going to last much longer. She doesn't even worry. I don't get it. I think Foodie is just tossing caution to the wind. She doesn't care about her health. She just doesn't care. She knows she's a one trick pony and she's all about the food because that's what makes her money. She doesn't think 10 moves ahead of herself. She's all about what makes money at that moment. And of course, Saul is going to go along with whatever she says will make money. That's why he's not fighting her on this. Is why he's like, hey, you want a pizza? Get a pizza. You want 10 sodas? Get 10 sodas. If you got to ruin your health and it means one more paycheck for me, go for it. Holly Go Heavy says open chat and only 300 people. Yep, yep. Her attendance is dropping significantly. And I checked Playboard to see how many super chats she got for this live stream. A total of $42. Now, this does not include YouTube taking out 30% and their taxes, you see. So just because she made 42 bucks doesn't mean she's going to get all of it. Chantal can eat $42 in one meal. She used to get hundreds of dollars in super chats, but she's not getting that anymore. And Sala is coming online with her on her channel versus the two of them doing stuff on the couples channel. It just feels like they've kind of abandoned the couples channel because they know people aren't going to watch there and they're just trying to focus on what will make the most money. And her channel, her main channel is making the most money. So they're just focusing on the one channel because it's the only thing doing well right now. Oh, this is from Ham Hat, right back at the Samsung, right? Yep. So here's I need a new camera and Pizza Bees. So yeah, he sprayed her down with some perfume.
More?
No.
Why are you afraid?
This is from Katie. Yeah, it looks like you know what, Chantal. He's basically telling you don't smell very good.
Take.
Okay. This is Beezer spray from Salah's Business.
So again, I'm confused. Why do you have a spray and yet no way to ship it out? What are you planning to do? Sell it only in Kuwait? Who in Kuwait is going to know what a beezer is? It doesn't make any sense to me to make a body spray or perfume. You're showing it to people and saying, I've got a beezer spray, but yet there's no way for the beezers to buy it. For those that know what beezer means, you have no way to ship it out. Chantal made a comment not too long ago when somebody was asking about Amazon. She goes, oh, we don't have Amazon here. So if somebody bought some beezer spray, how would they get it? You guys don't have a shipping company. You have a product, but no way to ship it to people. And I don't think anybody locally would buy it. Could be like, beezer what? Beezer who? So you guys aren't making sense. Okay, this is from Ray. Ray says, lest we forget that Foodie Beauty was given lots of money to pay for her to do a vet visit throughout last year. Vegan for Life gave her a huge donation and then asked for it back when she didn't take them. She refused. Sam and BBJ send their thoughts on this. What a great picture. Yeah, I'm sure if the cats could like stick out their tongues and give the middle finger, they would. They would. This is from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty, they're saying now they don't ship, only sell in Kuwait as wholesalers. If that's true, then there's no need for an Amazon account to order. This is a scam. Right. If you don't ship out, what do you need Amazon for? I mean, y'all need to stop scamming people over there. This is from Kristen saying Foodie Beauty shows us the window she definitely won't fit through if she needed a way out of the locked apartment. Yeah, I'm looking at that window. And I'm much smaller than Foodie. I wouldn't be able to fit through that. My big butt and my big hips would get caught in the window. Look, I'm just being honest. My big butt would get caught. So I could only imagine what Foodie would have to go through. I couldn't fit through that. Or maybe I could, but I would have to squeeze my way through. But man, nah, Foodie, you're not gonna be able to do it. No, ma'am. No. No, there's no fitting through that window for you, Foodie. This is from Hidden Truths. Now, this was weird. Foodie Beauty, why did she ask permission to use the bathroom? Yeah, why?
Oh, can I use the washroom
Okay.
first, or
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna wait for
you're
it.
going to entertain the Beezers?
Mhm.
Be nice on him, guys. He's the best thing that happened to me in the world. Oh no.
That was very strange. Why did she have to ask permission to use the bathroom? Is it because Sala is afraid of her blowing up the toilet? Why does she have to ask permission to use the toilet?
Oh, can I use the washroom?
Okay.
And wait, did y'all see that? Hold on, let's go back.
Oh, can I use the washroom?
Y'all see that face? Like she just had like that downward turned face? Is it because she knows she's got to how can I say this in a ladylike way? She's got to do her business. Uh waste removal business, let's put it like that. She knows she's about to blow up the toilet. Is that why? Because she blows up the toilet and he doesn't want her doing that? I don't know.
Okay.
First, or
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna wait for
you're
it.
going to entertain the Beezers?
Hey, here's a tip, Sala. If she is blowing up the toilet, bro, she wouldn't blow it up so much if she didn't eat all that fast food. I'm just saying. When she eats a much more healthy diet, she's not going to the toilet 20 times a day. But if she's over there and she's eating constantly, she's constantly going to be in the bathroom.
Mhm.
Be nice on him, guys. He's the best thing that happened to me in the world.
But that was weird, her asking to use the toilet. Okay, this is also from Kristen. This is a clip from the live.
Check this out. The drain. So remember I told you every morning, the drain in our shower, in our bathroom, we have a drain in the middle of the floor. We're on the ground level. And there are rats in Kuwait. So we get home last night. I go to the bathroom. Salah was parking the car, and he told me to get out because it would have been a tight squeeze. Such a gentleman. I love you, babe. And then I go into the bathroom. The drain is open. And I'm like, what the heck? The drain is open. Yo, I go to sit on the, I had to go to the washroom, so I go near the toilet, and our washer and dryer is stacked. All I see is something black, with a long tail turn around and run behind the washer and dryer when it saw me. I freaked.
Okay, I got a question. Why was the drain open? Is it supposed to be left like that? Is there nothing you put over the drain so rats don't get into your bathroom?
It's out. I freaked out. I ran back in the hall and I was like, no, it's a rat. I love rats. I think they're cute. I love hamsters, you know? No. There was something I didn't want to see this rat. Right, Morella? If I miss your comment, guys, it's just because it's going so fast. Throw away Kuwait.
I'm sorry. If I were living in an area where I know that rats were a thing, and if I had any clue that they were coming to the drains or whatnot, you best believe I'd be putting a drain cover over that sucker.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back in because I had to go to the washroom. I go back in the bathroom. Again, the tail run behind the door. I freaked out. Salah comes in. I'm like a big baby. I'm like, eh. Anyway, for some reason, as Safira is Aisha, for some reason, it's not the same as having a pet rat. I didn't want to see it for some reason, so I don't know. What we did was we opened the drain again for it. Like we kept the drain open basically for the rat, shut the bathroom door, and just let it leave somehow. I don't know. After a couple of hours, like I went to the washroom, but I was like hurrying up because I think the rat was scared of me, so it didn't like bother to come back out. Thank goodness. But after I went to the washroom, I ran out. I like went and dashed. So then, like after a couple of hours, I went back in the bathroom and then I put this bottle of solution, heavy solution, on top of the drain, so it can't come back.
Do they not have drain covers over there? Is there nothing you can put on top of the drain to where rats can't get through? I don't know. I've got so many questions. I do. Okay, this is from Miss Mary Cab MC. This is a clip from the live. Chantal saying, I'm having a hard time eating healthy.
Having a hard time eating healthy.
You know, as far as you eating healthy, Chantal, you don't even try. You're not even trying to eat healthy. I remember you saying that when you went to Kuwait to be with Salah again, that everything was going to be different, that you were going to do more interesting content, that you'll be taking care of yourself. Well, anybody who knows you knew that you weren't going to keep your word. So you haven't kept your word. You're not trying to eat healthy. If anything, you and Salah are diving more into the food content to cater to that special group of people that they're all about you eating as much as possible. We see what's going on. We know what's up. Let's see. Okay, here's a picture of Sam from What the Heck. This is Sam in his new place. I'm sure he's a lot happier. You know, he's been shaved, but I'm sure he's much more content. He gets all the love and food that he needs. He gets groomed. Like the cats are much better off being away from Chantal. I'm so happy about that. So there's Sam again. Okay, enough with the Twitter stuff. Let me go ahead and let's go over to the live stream itself. We're just going to cover a little bit of this and be done. All right. So let's see. Oh, oops. 1 second. I got to make sure that the audio has been shared. Okay. Nothing sucks worse than doing a react and then you find out after doing it that there was no audio. I just want to make sure that wasn't the case today. So let's get to, shall we?
Hi guys. So here's the deal. Hi Freya. Hi Beezers. If I missed you, this was supposed to be a Beezers only chat, but Gemini. Hi Aisha, Lynn, Mimi, hello. Yeah, I'm having pizza today because I'm on a diet.
What? That doesn't even make sense. I'm having pizza today because I'm on a diet. What diet is this that you're eating pizza and fries and soda? What is this, a seafood diet? You see food and you eat it? I mean, that's an old joke. One that I've heard many times over. I'm on the seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. But that's a diet that you're always on, Chantal. That's basically your philosophy. You see food and you eat it. I mean, you've claimed that you can do intuitive eating, but how can you eat intuitively when you go for everything? You're not eating intuitively, you're just eating, period.
Ketchup. And I also made some French fries in the air fryer. Did the drain ghost? Golden girl, hi. The camera's clear, huh? Yeah, this is no filters, I know. This is an
You're a liar. You're a liar, ma'am. You've got a skin smoothing filter on. This right here, skin smoothing filter. Because as I mentioned, you have rosacea. If you had no filters on, that would be much more prominent. You've got the skin smoothing filters on. You've still got the contour filter on. It's just not dialed down to the extreme degree. But you're trying to come on camera and say, this is me unfiltered. You're a liar.
iPhone. Glycolic. Hello, BBJ, Daniela. Guys. Yeah, I'm safe. Salah's here. He's playing. Hi, Sandra. Turn it back to Beezer only.
Hello guys, welcome everybody.
Shake the tomato. All right. So, I'm really hungry because we were out all day and we filmed stuff and now I don't feel like editing, so I'm in a bad mood.
Why are you in a bad mood? So she's saying that she was out all day filming stuff, and then she follows that up with, I'm in a bad mood, but she doesn't say why. Why are you in a bad mood? Because you had to be out all day? Is it because Solid takes you out and you do a bunch of filming and then you split that up into different videos to make it seem like you're doing more than what you actually do? Why are you in a bad mood?
These are only eggy head. I'll change it after. I don't feel like changing. I'll change it in a bit. I never let the other kitties out to play.
That's because you're desperate for money. You are desperate for money. You went on TikTok. You're being exposed on TikTok. You know, your bad reputation followed you all the way over there. And even if it didn't follow you over there, Chantal, it's going to be quite a while before you make money on TikTok. You're already established on YouTube. You're already monetized. You're already making money here. But you and Sala are focused on a platform where you're not even making money. And especially now that all of your misgivings are being exposed on TikTok, you're really not going to make money there. And more than one occasion recently, you start up live streams and it takes quite a while just to get a small group of people in VIP chat. So you'll do open chat trying to attract new people. And I can always tell when you're making quite a bit of money because that's when you become the most cocky, the most arrogant, the most rude. You get snotty with people and you say, well, I'm going to block some of you. I don't care if you're here. That's how I can tell when you've had a big paycheck. You get cocky, you get arrogant. When your paychecks are small, suddenly you're humble, Chantal. I love you all so much. I appreciate you all so much. What's that old saying, y'all? A friend in need is a friend indeed. And right now, Chantal's willing to be a friend to anybody as long as it means she gets paid.
I'm having a hard time eating healthy. I don't know. Tutu Free, hello.
She's not interested in eating healthy. She's not. She's not interested in eating healthy because eating healthy is not her content. It's not what the Foodie people are around for. They don't want to see you eat healthy food. They want to see you eat food that is not good for you. That's what they're paying for. They're not going to stick around if she does a mukbang with vegetables and celery and salad and healthy portions of fish. No, they want the junk food. That's what they're sending her money for. That's what they're paying for. Uh, the food people that come to your channel, tipping you, spending money on PayPal and all they care about, Chantal, is getting their fetish fulfilled. They don't care if it leads to your bad health. It's not their problem. And if you don't care about your health, then I don't care about your health. If you're having health problems, I'm not a heartless person, but I will be concerned for you as much as you are concerned for you. And if you're in a position where you could do something about your health and you're not being proactive and taking care of yourself, you want to go only so far as to get on live stream and complain about your health and whine about it. That's not good enough. It's not good enough. That's a I don't care, I give up, I quit attitude, and that's not attractive. I'm not going to give you sympathy if you have that.
Everybody, freezer only. I have a story about I'll tell you after about the drain. Golden girl, yeah, kinda. Hold on.
You know, I really wish that if Chantal, if you're hungry before you start the live stream, just eat your food before you start the live stream. You know, eat whatever it is you need to eat, then come on camera and just talk to people. Learn how to talk to people. How long have you been on YouTube? You've been on YouTube for quite a while. So it's not like you're camera shy. You come on camera showing parts of your body that we did not ask to see. You're not camera shy. It's just that you're all about running up the meter, trying to make the live stream as long as possible so you fill up time by eating. But for goodness sakes, woman, eat before you come on camera because watching you eat is gross. This is not ASMR. Okay, this is not a proper mukbang. I've seen other mukbangers on YouTube. They do it right. They show the food and they're not gross and disgusting and vulgar with the sounds they make, but you do.
Okay.
Nobody wants to see you chew with your mouth open.
Hey guys, I have pizza. This is a pizza. This whole pizza. I don't know. I like the pizza from the Syrian place because it's so good. Watch. What? There's hot dogs on it. There's hot dogs on my pizza. Halal hot dogs. Kuwaiti pizza. There's a play.
And of course, she's got to show off the food like that. So the people that are into the food eating content are like, ooh, she's eating pizza. I wonder if a food fetish person actually paid for that.
I'm not blocking. I'm too even tired to block people today. Honestly. Just don't care.
And Chantal, I'm not fat shaming you here. Just an observation. Take it as you will. Mama, look, you are getting to the point where you can barely turn your head. Do you not see that? You can barely turn your head to one side or the other. Is this not alarming to you? Look, I know you've got the abaya on, but I've been noticing something for a while. That in the beginning, when you started wearing the hijab, that the edge of the hijab, it started at the edge right at the top of the forehead and went down. But it seems like the more weight you gain, the more you're pulling that forward more and more towards practically sitting on your eyebrows. Is it because you're using the hijab as sort of like a built-in fabric face filter, trying to slim your face down? But even with the hijab on, you can see the gained weight in your neck. You can see it. I know you're trying to cover it up. You practically got the hijab like almost to the point of the top of your chin. But thinking that the hijab and the abaya is disguising how much weight you're rapidly gaining, it's not doing it. It's not doing it.
Amberlynn was not approved for weight loss surgery. Why? Who do they think? Okay, honestly, this whole crap about you have an eating disorder, we can't help you. Who do you think is the people? Who are the people who are getting weight loss surgery? People who have eating disorders. People who are like 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds overweight don't need to go under the knife, you know? It's people who can't obviously it's people who have eating disorders. If you're 800, 600, 700, 500, 400, 300 pounds, you have an eating disorder.
Chantal, I've said this to Amber in my reacts. I'll say this to you. That kind of surgery is not a cure for a BED. You shouldn't get that kind of surgery until you're in recovery or you're near the end of your recovery for a BED. All that a surgeon can do is make your stomach smaller in diameter to stop you from overeating. But if you go under the knife, if you get the surgery, while you still have those mental and emotional triggers and urges to eat, it can be disastrous. It can be fatal. If you try to have a B moment after the surgery, you might rupture your stomach. You might have a medical emergency of severe degree. That's why it's not a good idea to try to look at or treat that surgery as a cure for what's going on with your emotions and what's going on with your mind. You have to get those things right. When you're in recovery or near the end of your recovery, when you've got it mostly under control, that's when the surgery is appropriate. And that's why when you want that kind of surgery, you have to jump a lot of hurdles and show progress before they'll even think about touching you. Just because doctors, they know all about EDs and they know how severe they can be. And that kind of surgery is severe. It's a lot to go through. And they're going to want to make sure that you or whoever has it is safe, that it's going to stick, that it's going to work, and it's not going to be life-threatening.
You know, instead of denying people that, maybe get them some help and psychological help. I don't know.
And this is the part where I tell you and anybody else out there who might have an ED, if you're someone, and if you are someone you have an ED, you should seek help for it. You should seek therapy, counseling. Please talk to somebody. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. There's no shame in asking for help if you need it. There are people out there that will help you. Seek out therapy. If you have any questions, and like say how I had a BED for several years. Took me 6 years to get in recovery. Anybody has a problem? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist, but if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. Maybe I can at least give some support. But if you want medical help, please go to a doctor. Please go to a therapist, a psychologist, because if you have an ED, believe it or not, food is not your entire problem. it's stuff wrapped around the food. It's maybe there's some trauma, maybe there's something you went through that was painful, maybe it has something to do with upbringing or sadness or depression or something. That's the root of the problem. It's not your stomach. It's not what you put in your stomach. It's deeper than that. It's much deeper. You got to start there. That's why the surgery, it can't do everything, because you got to start with the top and then work your way down, not the other way around. You don't start with the stomach and then work your way up. No, no, you got to start with what's going on in your head.
Just weird to me. Hot dog and ketchup pizza. Okay, guys. Oh, she hurt herself. Hello, hello, meat, sweet sweats. You could burst your stomach open. That doesn't
Yeah, you can.
happen unless
Yes, it does,
you eat way, way too much.
which you do, which is why you would never get the surgery. And I don't think it's a good idea for Amber to get either, because you're both in a position where it's not just about you and Amber being overweight. You both have EDs and you're both monetizing your problem with food. Hence why surgery would be inappropriate and wrong for either one of you, because you're monetizing your issues rather than solving your issues. And until you solve it, there's no sense in going that far and having the surgery.
If you're underweight, you may also have that's true, yeah. Beauty butter. There's like weird hot dogs on it, peppers, black olives,
I
pepperoni.
mean, example right here, right here. So here's Chantal. She's got an ED. What is she doing? Showing herself eating on camera. She's not at least being decent and doing this off camera so she won't have to trigger anybody else who might have a problem with food. No, she's about going the opposite way, monetizing it, showing it off. Oh, look, I'm eating. If you had respect for yourself and for other people that might also have the same problem, why wouldn't you at least do it off camera so you're not triggering other people?
Mm.
And 22 Free says, you have to fix your brain first, though, because the surgery isn't a fix. Correct.
I won't be happy being skinny. Hey, Mary Beth, you broke your wrist. How did you do that? I'm so sorry. Yeah, lazy.
And my apologies for showing her eating. You guys know I hate that.
Like, no, I wouldn't get the surgery. Hi, mistress. How are you?
She couldn't get the surgery. Chantal couldn't get the surgery because on top of the ED issue, let's think about what's going on with Chantal. Okay, let's do a checklist. She's had blood clots in her lungs. She's got non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Her liver is 3 times the size that it should be. She's got a heart murmur, according to her. Diabetes. I mean, she's got so many health problems. She would be very high risk if she got put on the table. She has troubles. She has problems breathing. I mean, no surgeon would risk all of that.
Every time I see you, mistress, I get in the mood to game. Ketchup on straight to jail. Oh no. Hey, little wackadoodle. Good morning. Hi, Squeaky. Cheapskate Beeson. Reginald. Well, I like the money I make on here, okay? The new phone is great. Thanks, Agathon. Hi, Breezeth. Sorry if it grosses you out and the noises are loud. Just let me get through it. I'm so hungry. I can't even think. Why do I have hot dog pizza?
And I'm going to say something, and I don't mean to trigger anyone, but when you have an ED, when you're saying to yourself, I'm eating because I'm hungry. If you have normal eating, you eat when you're hungry. But when you have an ED, after a certain point, it's not about hunger. You're just eating to eat. And like Chantal, she doesn't let herself get hungry. She just eats to keep herself constantly full. Okay, people sometimes ask the question, how can people who have EDs eat so much? Like, because normal eating, let's just say you sit down to eat something, the way your body normally behaves, you go to eat something, and you start eating. Within about, I would say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, your brain and your stomach start sending signals back and forth with each other, and then you start getting the sensation that you're full. That's your stomach signal to your brain, like, hey, 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 we got enough food down here, slow it down. When you have an ED, those signals get messed up. Like, even though you could be full, inside of your mind, you're still having those thoughts of food. You still want to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Like, that gets messed up temporarily. That's what happened to me. Sit there and eat and eat and eat, and those signals got messed up. So Chantal never truly gets hungry. She doesn't give herself time to be hungry. It's just a matter of just the urge to always eat and stay full. If she feels even just some empty space in her stomach, she's got to fill it. That's what an ED will do to you. It's not about constant hunger. It's about constant urges and thoughts of food that just consume you. Food becomes an obsession, and she is obsessed with food. And it doesn't help that she's on YouTube monetizing it, because there are people backing up on her obsession and saying, go for it, do it. Do it in front of us, we'll pay you.
Howie. He's such a thief. Ramadan is March 22nd, it's supposed to. My husband pretending to tolerate me? No. I don't know how he does, but
You know how Salah tolerates her? One word: indifference. Indifference. He is indifferent to Chantal. He is not emotionally invested in her. He's indifferent to her. And indifference is worse than hate. When you hate someone, that means you feel some kind of emotion. He's indifferent. He doesn't care about her. That's why he's able to be around her. If she wants to eat all this food, he doesn't care. He's not emotionally attached to her. He's like, yeah, whatever makes the money, whatever you got to do to make the money, I don't care. Indifferent. He just shrugs it off. In Chantal's head, if he's watching her do all this stuff and he's not saying a word, that must mean that he cares about her and he wants to make her happy. No, Chantal, he's indifferent. He's not emotionally invested in you, because if he really were, he'd be stepping forward and saying, you're my wife. I don't like you making yourself unhealthy. Let's fix this. No, he's indifferent. He's got the attitude of, hey, I'm just here for the paycheck. Whatever you got to do to make that money, do it. I don't care if you have to ruin your health. Indifference, Chantal. It's not love you're feeling from him. It's indifference.
no, I don't have a microphone on. That's why is it so loud? This is the what phone is this? iPhone Pro Max 14.
That is not the iPhone. Girl, I've got an iPhone sitting right next to me. That is your Samsung. Who are you kidding? I can tell by the picture quality.
So it's loud, I guess, because it's super cool.
We saw the iPhone at work. The picture quality was a lot better. It was crystal clear. This looks like the fuzzy Samsung phone camera.
Purple Lover, hi. Oh, hi, Essie. From the Netherlands. Hi, Twice Divorced. You just finished work? Salah's right here playing his game. He said hi earlier.
Hello, guys.
Call Mike. Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Okay. You can't like my stream? 600 people in here? You can't even like my stream?
Nope. Nope. And let's see, let's look at the views. So this was done 2 hours ago, and she's got less than 4K views for a 92K channel. Ouch. Ouch, Chantal. There are channels that are smaller that get more views than you. Ouch.
Give me a break. Are you hot in your Spanx? How do you feel about Emberlyn claiming she doesn't have binge eating disorder? I'm not up to date, so I don't even know if what you guys are saying is true. Look at these guys. No, Mimi. What else is new? He has to talk about us. Yeah. I think these ones.
You know what I wish? I wish that Amberlyn Reed would get off her butt and actually go on a true redemption arc. I mean, a real one, not just flip-flopping about it. Amber lost the crown to Chantal a while ago. And both Chantal and Amber, they're just not getting it through their heads that the content that they're both doing, it's gotten stale. It's gotten really stale, really dull. Neither one of them are they're so stuck in the rut of their own making that they're not understanding, especially the last few years with everything that's gone on in the world with, let's just call it the worldwide bug, that one that caused people to get sick. And because of that, they lost their jobs, lost their homes, got evicted, had their hours cut at work, lack of money. That bug, that when people come on YouTube and they see people like Chantal and Amber, that they're on YouTube making lots of money and they're not grateful. There's no sense of gratitude to hear. There's no sense of, I'm grateful to be on YouTube. I am grateful to still have an audience and be able to pay my bills and pay my rent and still get the public support. And I don't have to go out into the world and worry and work as hard as other people. It hits different. With all the struggles going on in the world, people who struggle, who have struggled, looking at Amber, looking at Chantal, seeing them make so much money, and they're not grateful for it, and they're not grateful towards the public that afford them this living. Seeing them take that money and use it to further damage their health when so many people are working so hard to hang on to their health, it hits different. It really hits different. When you see two women that they're making the money that they do and they have access to resources of anything they want or anything they need to have the best life ever, and they're using that money to hurt themselves, to be self-destructive. You look at it and go, why? When you see the lack of mobility, when you see the lack of health, you just ask yourself, why? Like, when you have a choice, why pick this choice? Why make bad choices when easily you can make good choices? You know, there's no reason for either one of those women to live badly, to be unhealthy when there are open doors in front of them where they can make better choices. But if Amber, you listening? Amber, pay attention. You want the crown back from Chantal? Go on a real redemption arc. Stop flip-flopping. Stop making excuses. Stop complaining. Stop whining. You're in your 30s. It's unattractive to whine like a juvenile. Go on a real redemption arc. Take care of yourself. You'll get a whole lot of people behind you. You'll get in better health. It'll be solid content that will last for at least a few years. It'll be consistent content. You'll get the crown back. I promise you. Because Chantal, you're over here with your stale potato content. You're throwing anything at the wall, seeing what will stick, and not much is sticking. You keep throwing things at the wall and it'll stick for a second and fall off. I mean, people are getting bored with just watching somebody get on camera and self-destruct. Okay. The only people that are interested are those people who don't care about your health. They care about having their interests fulfilled. And if anything medical happens to you to where you don't have a channel anymore, they'll just find somebody else on YouTube that is doing a mukbang and forget all about you.
Are superior. Look at this pickle. Looks like my little tooth. Do you have Arabic coffee? Not in my home. My bad, mistress. Blacks, I want pizza. I can't eat it often though because I'm lactose intolerant. Sometimes it's worth it though, eh? Blacks. You can get lactose-free cheese probably. Yes, rapeful head. Basic, stop it. No, but I see her now like making live streams, like being like, actually, now that I think about it, no, you mean now that you don't like us? I think something's fishy about her being in Kuwait, blah, 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 getting on the drama bandwagon. Not surprised. I don't know about you guys, but I cut these people out of my life just like that. I'm cold-hearted. Brooke! Oh my god. Cat pick, Brooke. No no hot dog pizza for Salah. Well, I'll save him some. He had leftover falafel. Now he's not hungry. We got some falafel on the way. Hey, Subs.
There's Flop Air. Flop Air says, is this open chat? Dang, paycheck must be microscopic. Yep. I mean, she just sat there and spent, what, $2,000 for an iPhone? Listen, if you're living in a simple way and you're living within your means and you're trying to watch money, that is not a shameful thing. But it doesn't make sense to me that if you don't have much money, it doesn't make sense to me to go out and spend $2,000 on an iPhone you don't need or really going to use much of.
Sociopaths are like that. Really? There's so many different conditions. I can't keep up. Narcissism, sociopath, psychopath. I don't know which is which. I dropped out of Psychology 101 when I was in university. Let your beezers come out. Nikki, do you remember when you said Naturd's teeth look like a urinal in a hurricane? Nikki, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Actually, I qualify. Uh-oh. For which one? Which psychological condition do I have? You guys can diagnose me. There's no psychologist here. I'm kidding. Okay. I bought the same pair of Skechers, Bob Rose pink. No way. They are very comfortable. I don't like My Little Pony. Who's Peter Wilson? You have BPD?
Here we go. So Foodie Beezer says, why is this stream not in high definition? Show us the 4K phone. The video is so poor, right? So I don't think she's filming off of her iPhone. I think this is her Samsung because the picture quality is not crystal clear like it was on the other phone. But we all, those of us that react to Chantal, watch Chantal, we knew this was going to happen. We knew that her streaming off the iPhone, within a day, she was going to let go of it because she doesn't like coming on camera without her filters.
Okay, what's the natural cure for that? Manuka honey? I'm in a weird mood. Really, Mike? Yeah. Brie, am I chewing? Sorry. I'm trying to be polite.
You know, I'm just going to put this in there. Even if Chantal went to a psychologist or psychiatrist or a therapist or anybody that could help her, let's just say she went to a medical doctor, somebody with training, or a regular doctor, any doctor, any therapist, counselor, if they sat down with Chantal and they said, look, these are your issues. You have this, this, and this, and this, and this going on. Okay, so they're diagnosing you. They've given you a diagnosis. After that, it's up to the person with those issues to take care of those issues. So even if Chantal went to a therapist, if she went to a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a therapist, it's up to you as the person to take it beyond that. If somebody says, here's what's wrong, and here's what you can do to manage it or fix it, if you don't take it past that point, if you're not into healing yourself, like what good is a diagnosis going to do? Knowing Chantal, she would go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a therapist. They would give her a diagnosis, and then she would turn around and come to YouTube and say, oh, yeah, I've got these things going on. So she would know about them just to put them in front of her audience, looking for sympathy, looking for super chats, but not being proactive in healing herself by being on proper medication or diet or whatnot. She's not about healing herself. She's about keeping the hurt going for profit's sake.
I'm not blocking people right now. I'm too lazy. No cure. You look like you're roasting. No, actually, my what, you don't like this hijab's look? I like it. My AC's on 21. It was hot today. Or a dude who looks like an 800-year-old sea turtle. Did I say that during one of my rages? I don't remember. One of the things you're supposed to do as a Muslim is like, no matter what people say about you, you're not supposed to be a you-know-what bag. And that, my friends, is so hard. Oh my gosh. You know me, I like to rage. No, I don't like to rage. I hate it.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. Your rages. You know, her and Amerlin Reed, I think they have both drifted to a very strange place on YouTube where they've been on YouTube for so long and they've been making good money for so long and gotten to a place where they're so used to it to the point where they're taking it for granted. They're actually burnt out on it, if that makes any sense. They've gotten so spoiled by just not doing much on YouTube and getting paid for it that they're burnt out. They don't even try anymore. They don't even try. Chantal knows that the rages are the most interesting thing about her channel, but she's so lazy and burnt out on YouTube and so spoiled rotten by YouTube. She doesn't even have the energy or the inclination to fake a good rage. You can always tell now when she's faking a rage. She can't even fake it. She doesn't put the same energy into it. It's just like she barely acts annoyed. I've seen her in a true rage. We haven't seen a true rage in the longest. Most of the rages that she does now, she just gets annoyed. She acts maybe a little bit annoyed, but she can't keep it up for long. It's like, I'm gonna act really mad, but yeah, whatever. She's just burnt out on just trying to fake real emotion. I don't think she feels real emotion, and that's why she has trouble acting out real emotion.
But the drain story. Okay, hold on. Gentlemen. I love you, babe. And then I go into the bathroom.
Okay, we've heard
The drain is open. Reason it's not the same as having a pet rat. I didn't want to see it for some reason, so I don't know. What we did was we opened the drain again for it. Like we kept. You see them?
we already saw that part. There's no reason to keep on with it.
It does.
Okay, you know what? Let's go back to this comment for a second. This person's saying, OMG, I can comment. I'm so sick of the French fry girl and others stalking you. Sir or ma'am? I don't know if you are male or female, so I will say sir or ma'am. Des, are you aware of the fact that Chantal went so far as to reach out to French Fry Girl on Instagram? Yes, that happened. That happened. Tried to send her a message via Instagram. So who's stalking who? Chantal likes to lurk in reaction channel chats. She'll lurk. Sometimes she has a sock. She'll come in and she'll say nasty comments, and she always gives herself away. She goes in people's comments section. She comments on their videos. She's always lurking on Twitter. So who is stalking who? Now you, Des, you're in the chat right now. Do you see any reaction channels in the chat right now? Do you see any channel names in the chat? That should tell you something. We're not in Chantal's chat bothering her. But she makes a point to cross the fence and go in other people's backyards and make comments and lurk and just be nasty. So who's stalking who? Who's stalking who?
I'm Malik. Hi, I'm Malik. Will we Eggy head. I can't. Will we visit Lebanon? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
So apparently this person, Eggiehead, I don't know if you're just a troll just saying stuff to, I don't know, get in Chantal's favor or whatnot, but the comments you're making about cats, if it weren't for the fact that YouTube has rules about monetization and rules in general, I'd be saying a lot to you right now, considering this comment. But I can't say what I'm thinking right now. I'll get in trouble.
I would like to. We're planning a trip to Saudi Arabia. Hi, all.
And what is the point of that? What is the point of going to Saudi Arabia when you can barely move? Madam, We're coming into spring. You're already at the point where you have to stay inside the house with air conditioning or you get red in the face. So, how are you going to deal with the desert climate during summer when the temperatures can reach over 100 degrees? You're not going to know what to do with yourself. Wherever you are, you're going to have to stay indoors even at night because even at night it can get extremely hot. Your plans for traveling, I don't know if you're going to have the money. I don't know if you're going to have the means or be able to do so. But A, you're not very mobile. It's going to be uncomfortable. B, it's going to be hot. And so, what's the point in traveling?
Ollie, Ollie, come here, Ollie. Did he come? Did he go towards you? But it's hard. It's hard when food makes you happy. You have to realize that it's not there to make you happy.
You're right. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. It's not there to make you happy. You should never put emotional anchors on food. You should not tie anything emotional to food. That's one of the first things you have to do if you have an ED is take all emotional anchors off food. Anything that has to do with your emotions, if you're using it to not be sad anymore, to stop yourself from being upset, to calm yourself down. If you're using food as kind of a thing to bring back a sense of nostalgia of happier times or spending time around people like family, you got to get rid of the emotional anchors and hooks. You got to separate the two. The only job that food has for us is to give us energy to go out into the world and live and experience life. You have too many emotional anchors attached to food. And worse, on top of those anchors, you're monetizing your problem. So you've got that additional hook of profiting from your problem. But you're right. You can't have emotional anchors on food. You have to separate the two. And if you are in a position where your life is so void of happiness or joyfulness or contentment or being satisfied with yourself, then the task becomes if food is the only thing in your life that makes you happy, you have to find a thing or a bunch of things to replace food for giving you happiness. We as people, we are motivated by things that are rewards, correct? Things that give us pleasure. So if you live a life where you have no pleasure and you have no happiness, and you're turning to food as your only source of happiness and joy. Of course, if it's the only thing giving you happiness and joy, you don't want to give it up. Because without the joy, what else would there be? There'd be emptiness. So the task then becomes finding something that equals or surpasses food with giving you happiness, and yet it is not harmful to you. And for you, Chantal, that would be a monumental task. Because food matters so much to you.
It's not there for your, it's there to feed, to sustain you. I see criticism from people saying, well, Salah doesn't really say much about her eating disorder. Honestly, before today, I didn't even really discuss that with him. Because
listen, everybody's saying that Salah might be a Foodie person. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's entirely true. I would think that if he was a Foodie kind of guy, that he would be overjoyed watching her eat. Like he would be all on board for it, and he'd be bringing her stuff joyfully. I'm not getting that sense from him. I think he's just like whatever it takes to make that paycheck. Maybe they had a talk and she said, hey, this is how I make my money. He's like, okay, do what you got to do. That's the sense that I'm getting from the both of them. I don't think he gets any true joy or happiness of her eating. He's not sitting beside her, watching her eat, encouraging her to eat more. He's staying far away from her. He can't stand her. If he was a true Foodie person, wouldn't he be more on board with what she's doing and be more supportive? Yeah, but he's indifferent. And as far as her problem with food, I think it's something beyond the scope of his understanding. Like, unless you've been there or know someone who's been there and they explain it to you, you're not really going to get it. I don't think he understands how severe it is. And maybe she's purposely keeping him in the dark about that so she can just continue doing what she's doing and he won't give her a problem. I mean, there's just so many layers here, so many possibilities. But maybe he's just looking at it from the one layer of, oh, she just likes to eat a lot of food, but he's not understanding how much deeper and severe the problem actually goes. That's a deep rabbit hole, Sala. It's deep, it's dark, and it takes a while to come out of it.
Fake iPhone. I got it from the black suitcase. Oh, it's 7:30 p.m. This is Heinz ketchup on pizza. Or is it? Yeah. Peter Wilson, you're being...
Prince Peter says, you married someone and didn't discuss your food problem. Seems sus. Of course she didn't. Of course she didn't. She's going to hide as much about herself that may not be good from somebody just so she can get what she wants.
Bullied? Aw. Prince Beezer, because I don't think most people understand. And it's just not something I really ever just thought of talking about, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you should. And let me tell you why. Because when you bring somebody into your life, and if they are your partner, there should be an open line of communication. You should want to learn all you can about your partner, and they want to learn all about you. You're expecting someone to be your partner for life. So they should know about things like that. They should know if you got a problem with food. You know, you get married, you get in a relationship, then the person you're in a relationship with, if they're serious about you even a little bit, they're probably on the hunt for someone that they can spend the rest of their life with. And if you're doing something that might mean something might happen to you, you should talk about it. You should seek help for it rather than monetizing it like a moron.
But I want to say, it's not up to anybody to save me. It's not up to anybody to control my eating. It's not up to anybody to regulate my health. I'm responsible for my own health.
True. All of that true.
I'm being irresponsible with my health.
Yep. You know, she says that I'm being irresponsible with my health. It goes no further than that. Her admitting I'm being irresponsible, but she doesn't care to fix the problem. So again, her coming on camera, talking about her health problems, she wants everybody else to care. At the same time, she doesn't care.
But it's not up to my husband or anyone else. He's not even that. He's not qualified to help me with my eating disorder. He's
Nope.
not a doctor.
Nope.
Remember I went to the eating disorder doctor and he was useless?
No. It wasn't that he was useless. It's just that it's useless to give advice or help to somebody who's not ready to receive it. It's useless until that person who's got the problem reaches that point where they say to themselves, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I've gone this far and I will go no further, until they hit the wall, so to speak. Until they reach that point, any advice, any help is useless. But once that person reaches that turning point, where they hit the wall and say, I can go no further. I'm going to go no further. Once they reach that point, then maybe help can actually help. But yet you keep pushing it, Chantal. You're not ready for help. You don't want help. You think because you have the people in your chat that are your enablers that keep funding your habits and they keep encouraging you, and they're doing it for selfish reasons. Let's be honest. All they care about is having their interest fulfilled. Either you're going to do it, or somebody else on YouTube is going to do it, or somebody on OnlyFans, but they're just there for what they want. But they don't care about your health and how it affects you. It's not their concern, not their issue, not their problem. You're just there to fulfill a certain interest. If you weren't around on YouTube, they would pick somebody else. And there's a lot of people that do mukbangs and whatnot on YouTube. You're just another one of them. You're more of a train wreck than a lot of people are, but they would find somebody else and hop on over and forget about you.
Because he mostly dealt with like anorexia and stuff like that. But, you know, what did we do today? Agathon? You're right. Lock it and throw away the key. Billy Ann. Even if we did, we don't, but even if we did, so you can live a happy life in a slum for sure. So oh, I'm full. Oh.
See, why is she showing off the food again? It's just a pizza. This is for the food interest people. I gotta say it that way because of freaking YouTube and their monetization. The feedies. She's showing it off for them again. She doesn't have to. It's just a pizza, Chantal. Put it down.
What? The HD is on.
No, it ain't, liar.
See, you can see all my skin texture.
No, you can't. There's a smoothing filter going on. Stop lying.
Ew. I'm full, but I have to finish my fries.
Okay, I stopped it there for a reason. Remember what I said earlier about having a problem with food. So she just said, I'm full. Yet she's going to continue to eat. This is what an ED will do to you. You're full. You don't have to go any further. But she's going to go further. She's like, I got to finish it. I got to finish it. No, you don't have to finish it. You can leave the fries alone, Foodie. You can wait a while. The food's not going to run away. No one's going to take it away from you. You don't have to eat so much that you feel uncomfortable. When you have an ED, it's not about being hungry. No, you go past the point of hungry to full and then beyond that.
I mean, I'm full of pizza. Excuse me. I guess. I'm done.
Oh, wow. Okay, I recognize that right there, girl. Girl. I know exactly what's going on right here because I've been there. Again, I'm not wanting to trigger anybody, but, and anybody out in my audience, if you've ever sat and ate a big meal, like huge, you didn't mean to eat a whole bunch of food, but you did. You know, you sit down for a really good meal. The next thing you know, you've eaten too much. You've eaten so much that you just stop after a minute and you're like, you're taking that deep breath, like, yeah, That's that breath you take when you're over full, and she's doing it right now. She's like, "Oh, I don't have any room in my stomach." Girl, stop.
Do you guys want dessert?
What?
Okay, out of all of these snacks, which one would you choose?
So she ate the pizza. She just stated on camera, "I'm full," continues to eat the fries, takes that long, deep breath, and she's still trying to keep eating. Chantal, stop. I want to walk over there and take the food away from her and say, "That's enough. You don't need any more. You're going to make yourself ill."
This is an Arabic snack. It's like a nougat with pistachio and stuff. And then, what would you eat? TikTok is deleted. No, ripping. Sorry. Nice healthy carrot. Hey, Suze. I honestly like this because I get to talk to some people who aren't members.
You don't like it. You said in the beginning you did not mean to make it open chat, although I think you did. I think you've been lacking as far as your VIP memberships, and you're trying to get new memberships, and you know you can't do that as long as you have the VIP chat locked down. So here you are trying to do this narrative of every once in a while, I like to open up the chat to talk to people who are not members. You're a big old liar. You constantly try to force people to pay to talk to you. Although, let's be honest, you really don't have anything interesting to say, even to those who pay the $5. You're not giving $5 conversation. You're not even giving 99-cent conversation. People just tune in to watch you eat and make an occasional comment once in a while. You know, you're not attaching any value to being a VIP.
This was an accident, though. I didn't mean to make it open chat.
Someone said the name of the rat is Nether.
Aggie Head, you did get an arm wiggle.
Hi, Wario. Hi, Bezos.
How many more of the sick? Salah says hi. Babe. It was 68 or 66 chocolate bars.
I think they counted the boring people. They said, I think 68. I can't remember.
How many are left? I don't even know. There's a whole bag under the. Rhonda.
You should put, by the way, the slow mood.
Oh, yeah. Are you able to do it from.
No.
Oh.
Said, when are you and Salah having a pizza eating contest?
I will beat you.
Once we reach the 10K.
Well, you need to start treating yourself. I had a feeling if Missy Moo got BBJ, she
No
would.
problem. We're like me and Chantal, one person. The same person.
Yeah. Aw. Yeah, we got really close really, really fast. And it's just like it was a natural thing. Like, do you guys remember, like, I know like this is technically not like looked down upon in Islam, psychics, but at the time I believed in psychics, and like most of what she said, like, at the time, like, it just made a lot of sense. So I don't know, I just feel like, and plus I just feel like we're meant to be together from God. Hi, Beezer Blazer.
Yeah, you're meant to be together. I will give you that. You are correct. You and Salah are meant to be together, just not for the reasons that you think. Not for the reasons that you think. You're over there saying, "Oh, he's my soulmate." Oh, no, 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 no. No, you got it wrong. See, I think what's going on between you and Salah, it has to do with destiny and karma, and you living a life of just thinking you can get away with everything you do and just being hurtful. And reality, reality is starting to set in. It's a domino effect. Karma's been working on you for a minute, slowly, subtly, quietly in the background. Your channel is tanking, it's failing. It didn't used to be that way, Chantal. It became that way because of things that you said and the things that you did. And I think that which watches over us, the spiritual, if you will, whatever you want to call it, it just has had enough of you and saying, this one needs to learn. She hasn't learned yet. She needs to learn. And you're the type of person that you don't take lessons lightly. You don't just take the lesson and learn from it quickly. You're one of those, you got to learn the hard way. So reality is about to come crashing down. And I think Sala is part of it. You're an idiot. This is your YouTube channel, and you are trusting the opinion of someone who doesn't really have a successful channel to be your little manager and make all these decisions for you. And I love that for you. I love the fact that you're so stupid, that you're listening to somebody tell you what to do and boss you around, and he doesn't know what the heck he's talking about.
Walaikum salam. Yeah, walaikum assalam. I don't even have to put a pin. This hijab comes like put together already here, and then you just put around your head, and then you just stuff it under your chin like that. Hey, Beezer Blazer, show the floor. We're gonna do an apartment tour.
Oof, this is a comment. Foodie Beezer, her talking about her being on TikTok. You being on TikTok is like the lame aunt trying to hang out with the teenage girls. It's embarrassing. Just put your stream on here on 4K and the Beezers will roll in. I'm holding back my rebreeze for 4K. Oh my goodness. That's a heck of a comment. Um, there are older people that have gone on TikTok. But if you're someone you go on TikTok, you better have some interesting creative content. You really got to be on it. And she's not on it. Like I said, she and Amberlyn Reed, they put themselves in a rut by not pushing themselves to be more creative and interesting. They got lazy and their content reflects that. There's no sense of self-pride in what they do. There's no sense of work ethic here. It's just, I'm going to do the bare minimum to make money. And they've gotten away with it. But on other platforms, you're not going to get away with it. Like Chantal's TikToks really, they're nothing great. They're nothing great. And now that everybody on TikTok is finding out about what she's done on YouTube, it's guaranteed you're not going to make money, Foodie. You're just not. And thinking that you're going to pull the TikTokers on YouTube, that's not going to work either. That is not going to work. Maybe Sala thinks it will, but it won't. It won't.
Because, last time. Sorry, guys. I'm still sick. Like, last time we got made fun of pretty bad for our apartment, but who cares? Like, we're just going to stop caring. It doesn't matter. We could save 1,000,000 children from the desert who are thirsty and have no water, and we would still be villainized. So, you know what? I'm totally okay with it. Judge us, judge our apartment, whatever. We're not going to stop making content for the people who care about us, right, babe?
Yeah, please. Just ignore the haters, stupid people.
Yeah.
Just live your life.
I love your hair.
Oh, really?
If you want me to heat up some hot dog pizza for you, let me know.
You finished the pizza? Oh, still, mashallah.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't eat anything.
I had
Yeah, so like I'm not Muslim, but as I understand it, Ramadan is coming up. She's not even preparing for Ramadan. Maybe she's going to get a medical exemption because she does have medical issues. But instead of like trying to do Ramadan, she's increasing her food intake. So if she wanted to do Ramadan, that would make it especially difficult for her because she's not used to going without food for any length of time.
3 pieces. I'm
Only
full.
quarter of the pizza only?
Yeah, and this pizza was like $2. No, 2 KD,
Okay.
which is like what?
Yeah, big size.
I don't even know what Canadian dollar. Ramadan blessing to your family. Goldie Con Desi Wanderer. I forgot to put the bottle. Is it really open?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the rat's back. That friggin' rat. I refuse to kill it. Elizabeth, what's my email? Thank you for the super chat. Hi baby mama. What did you ask me? My email. Okay. Check the description here in this stream or in a video, but it's big, beautiful me.
So she's purposely given out her email. You guys want to know why? My opinion, my thoughts. I think she's given out her email because that way that the Foodie people can contact her privately and send her money through PayPal, and she can do custom requests for people. That's why.
With 2 E's, MEE, gmail.com. Hey, Basic. Rat board, do you think? No. Sammy.
Hey, Cricket.
Hey, Cricket.
Black Chaos. Sparus. Hello.
Yeah, true. There's lots of rats. Look at New York. Yeah, I know.
Oh, mashallah, it's very fast. You have to.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even want to see Salah on camera. He brings nothing to the camera for Chantal. She's a boiled stale potato by herself, but he makes it worse. So we're not going to go any further. Like, I don't even want to hear what he has to say. He brings nothing to the stream, nothing at all. So we're done here. If there's anything of note, I'll include it in the next react. But I want to thank you guys for being here and spending some time with me. Hope you guys have a great St. Patty's Day. Have a good one, everybody, and take care. Bye-bye.